Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading, 22nd to the 28th of July 2019. So for your reading, guys, using a couple of new decks. Well, they're not new. I bought them about 9-10 months ago and I never used them. I've got loads of decks here that I just never use. I've got about 250 decks. Never used them, some of these, and I sort of thought I'm going to use something new this week. And I've got the Tarot in Wonderland, which is a beautiful deck. I didn't realise how beautiful it was. I'm really happy I used it this week for the other signs. Barbara Moore and the 8 Coins Tarot deck, which is absolutely phenomenal. Spellcasters Modern Tarot we're going to be using as well. So for your current self for the week, Sagittarius, we use the theme for the week, we use the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. Okay, and then for your second section, which is your key goal for the week, your obstacle to overcome a major accomplishment, the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot, stunning deck. And then for what you need to avoid for the week, what to embrace and where you can find support, we go to the Tarot Wonderland. And advice and encouragement for the week, spiritual, the answer is simple. All right, let's have a look for you. Oh yes, before I forget, the last 15 card reading, which will be, guys, your work, any other energies coming in for the week, and love, finance. We use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, and spiritual guidance comes from the Angel Answers. And we just pull loads of cards on this until we come to a stop where we need to stop kind of putting the cards, because we've got a full sentence for you, okay? Right, there we go. We're going to shuffle the cards now, guys, and we're going to speed up the shuffle so, you know, you get your reading real quick. Okay, guys, we've got it up. Sorry if the reading is really short. It's just that I'm up against it today. I've got one more sign to do for the week, and then I'm kind of, you know, that's it for the week coming. Okay, so here we go. Sagittarius, you are the Hierophant. This version of the card, I don't really like. He's faceless. But if you're the Hierophant, you should be this dude here. All right? You shouldn't really be them on there. You shouldn't really be these people on here. You shouldn't really be these people on here. Okay. You'll be this person here in control. And I think that you guys are in control of others. Okay. And I almost feel that, you know, you've not got any face on. That's the thing. Your face is completely masked. And it almost feels like it's just business. It just feels like it's complete and utter business. Like, it's all about the business, because there's no expression on the face, and he's got in one hand a whip, in the other one, Sagittarius, he's got the present. So it's almost like he's saying, well, I'm going to whip your ass, and if you stay down, you get this. So there's almost like a, how can I explain, there's almost like a seductive element to this card. And I've always seen the Hierophant as being a groomer. I don't mean that in a negative way, or, you know, like a, you know, child grooming or anything like that. He's a groomer. He grooms people, and he uses whatever he has in his arsenal. So this is just like he might as well be the magician, because magicians do the same. They lure people in. And I'm seeing you, not in a bad way, Sagittarius, but I am seeing you guys as being people in control this week, and you're using whatever it is that you have in your arsenal to lure people in, and also I think just to get people to be in some way, shape or form subservient. I don't mean that you want people to bow down to you, though you might do, but I feel that more than anything you kind of want people to, yeah, there is an element of wanting people's subservience, and there's also an element of wanting people to kind of, you know, listen to you, and to, you know, because that's the Hierophant all over. He wants subservience, because he's the person that says, I'm right. Nobody else is right with a Hierophant. He's always right. So he needs people to bow down with him. That's what he needs. He needs people to bow down to him, to be subservient. And I get the impression that someone in your life this week, or there might be a group of people that you need to kind of be a little bit subservient to you. You have the power, though, this week to get people's subservience and to get them to listen. Sagittarius, what is the theme for the week? Yeah, the broken heart. So the theme for the week, to be honest with you, is that there's a lot of heartbreak here. And some of you guys are really feeling quite emotionally tortured with that Three of Swords. There's a deep hurt that some of you guys have been experiencing. And I feel that because of this deep hurt, you guys show us the Hierophant because you want someone, I get the impression that you want someone to say that they are sorry. I get the impression that you want someone to say that they are sorry. You want someone to bow down to you. You want someone to adhere to what your belief system is. But you don't make it easy for this person. It might be that they broke your heart. You're the Hierophant. But this Hierophant, usually on Hierophant deck, on decks, Hierophants are like this, aren't they? They're like, they're in that very kind of religious stance, the conduit between heaven and earth, that type of thing. And it's a very kind of religious, a very religious kind of image on the card. This one doesn't look religious to me. He looks fucked, sorry. But he's got a whip in one hand, which he's been using probably on these people. So he might as well be the devil as well as the magician, and the present in the other. If you bow down to me and if you're subservient to me, then you get the goodies. So he's basically grooming them and luring them in to get what he wants. But it's not through love. And I'm not saying that you're cruel or anything, Sagittarius. I'm not saying that you're cruel, but you're certainly using some form of a tactic to get someone to adhere to who you are. Because I feel that there is a great deal of hurt here, with that Three of Swords being the theme of the week. But also the theme of the week could be about opening up the heart. So you might be that you are using a certain tactic to get somebody to listen to you, to adhere to you, because it might be a case of this week is all about self-expression and the needing to open up and kind of bring everything out. What is it that you need to, what is the key goal that you have for the week? Oh my God, look, this is why I use different decks. Three of Swords. No, this is opening up the heart. Your goal would not to, it's, there's two things. You either want someone to be, your key goal is either to hurt someone with that Three of Swords, or your key goal is to get someone to open up to you. Or your key goal is to enable yourself to open up to someone else. You've got two Three of Swords. That's why I use the different decks. I like to see what repeats. If cards repeat, they have really strong significance in the reading. Your key goal is either to hurt someone, I'm afraid, or it's to get someone to open up to you, or you want to be able to open up to someone. The obstacle that you need to overcome is the Page of Wands, though. I mean, there could be something about communication. We are in Mercury retrograde, so there might be issues with communication this week with this person. Alternatively, it might be the obstacle you need to overcome is that this person's happy doing their own thing. This person's got things that they want to do. They've got aspirations and hopes and this, that and the other for the future. There might be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person that stands in the way. Younger. Usually Page of Wands are boys though. But, it's either the obstacle that you need to overcome is communication, but it's not a Page of Swords which talks about email and text message. But this can be a text message, yeah. Because this can actually be an email, of course it can. But the obstacle you might need to overcome is either Mercury retrograde, I think we're still in that, where there's problems with communication. The other obstacle you might need to overcome is, with this Page of Wands energy, is that this person just wants to be free and do their own thing. They don't really give a fuck, because the Page of Wands doesn't give a shit. Or the obstacle you need to overcome is that there's somebody else on the scene. Could be an Aries, Leo, Saggy individual, and could be a little bit younger. Foxy. What is the accomplishment you're making this week? Well, what is this? Sometimes this is the only problem with the deck. I never know what a bloody card is. Oh, it's the Wands, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. I think this is the 8 of Wands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the only thing with the deck. Sometimes I'm like, what is this? I think it's the 8 of Wands, actually. So I feel that what you're achieving is traction and movement. Because the 8 of Wands is all about traction, it's all about movement, things advancing. I think what you're accomplishing is that there is going to be some movement here with the 8 of Wands energy in the situation. So you are moving kind of in the right direction. What is it you need to avoid? The High Priestess. Well, the High Priestess is about keeping secrets. She's not reversed to say that your intuition is on point. So it's nothing about intuition, but this is about hiding things. You might want to avoid either hiding things. If you meet up with this person and you talk to them and you get them to listen to you. Avoid hiding shit from them and just lay it all out. Because the Three of Swords, one meaning, remember, of that card is opening up the heart. And you've got 2 Three of Swords there. The theme of the week is deep pain, but it's also about opening up on that. And your goal is to, I don't think it is to hurt this person at all. I think it's to open up to them and get them to open up to you. So therefore you need to avoid hiding stuff. You also need to avoid this person if they're hiding things, because it means you can't trust them. What do you need to embrace? It's going to be hard work. Sorry. You may have to persevere a little longer. This is not going to be easy. It's not going to be done and dusted in 1 week. All right, it's not going to be done and dusted. You need to embrace that this is going to be bloody hard work, and you know you're going to have to persevere. And what is the overall? Where can you find support if you need it? Well, outside of the house, the Eight of Cups. Go and see a friend, for example, with the Eight of Cups. Go and see someone that's not close to the situation, because the home is significant of closeness. Speak to somebody who's not close to the situation, because you want to get an external outside view with that Eight of Cups energy. What is the spiritual guidance for the week, Sagittarius? Start anew, which is interesting. Maybe you start, the spiritual advice is to start anew with this person. Maybe it's to start anew with yourself. I'm going to ask what it means by start anew, and we'll get a tarot on that. What do you mean the spiritual advice is start anew? In 1 to 2 cards for Saggy, what do you mean? Right, the Lovers. That's the person here, isn't it? Okay, the Eight of Swords. I think in a roundabout way it's saying don't talk to this person for some reason. Because the Eight of Swords is all about, remember, swords represent communication. So you're not talking on this card. And you've got the Eight of the Lovers energy. And it might also be that this relationship is keeping you stuck and it's keeping you bound. So maybe it's saying that you just need to kind of let it go and start afresh, because this is going to be something that's going to, you know, even if you open up the heart and get a lot of stuff out, because you need to embrace that this is going to be really hard work and you've got an uphill struggle with this person, okay? It's not going to be where things are resolved in a week, okay? And even when things get resolved, you might still have problems within this relationship, because the Eight of Swords represents to feel trapped, and the Eight of Swords represents to feel inhibited and to feel limited mentally and also communicatively. And then you've got the Lovers, which is your relationship with this person, okay? This is your soulmate, and there might be some limitations, especially in terms of, you know, thought and mind and ideas and, you know, emotions and that type of thing. So you're probably going to have problems going forward anyway with this individual, no matter how you want to look at it. And it might be telling you, well, the spiritual advice is, why don't you just start anew? I mean, you could start anew with this person, but you still got problems showing up here. However, we need the Queen of Swords, don't we? See where she's got that sword, guys? She's going to free. So whenever I do readings, if my intuition tells me pick another card, I pick another card. Actually, I think it's saying the spiritual advice is, if this is going to work, you're going to have to kind of just wipe the slate clean. This relationship is going through a time of limitation. There's a lot of kind of lack of communication and miscommunication because nobody's talking. But you can free yourself from this through being honest and having clear communication. Sorry, that's the Five of Swords, actually. But the sword is, okay, she looked like a Queen of Swords, right? But all I'm thinking is that sword is pointing that way. And whenever I see a sword pointing towards the Eight of Swords with the rope, it cuts it free. So it's almost like the people in the background here. And even though that's not really a good combination, you know me, I don't really read combinations. I read what I see on cards as well, mainly, because it makes more sense to do it that way for me. This woman here can cut this free. So perhaps, because the Five of Swords, when it comes to a love reading, it talks about arguments and war of words and conflicts. Well, maybe, just maybe, if there is a war of words here, you're going to kind of get a lot out. You're going to kind of, because can you see how the Five of Swords woman has that sword on there? She's going to cut that rope off. But it's through a conflict that you guys are going to kind of be able to remove all of these. So it's almost like you're going to have some form of a verbal clear out between both cards. So maybe this starting anew is where you guys have this absolute verbal clear out. There might be a bit of an argument involved, that type of thing. And whether you end up together or not, it's neither here nor there. This is all about getting a clear out, because there's a lot of tension going on here. And also we've got cards like the Three of Swords, which talks about opening up of the heart. and this Five of Swords, through an argument, being able to kind of break those chains and clear a lot of stuff out. So there's a lot of verbal work to do. There's a, you know, if you're going to hide shit, or if this person's going to hide shit, or, you know, be uptight, fuck it, avoid it, leave it, because there's no point. This is an exercise in getting shit out, because you've got swords through the heart, and you've got the sword wanting to cut that. But it's very painful the way that this is done, because the Five of Swords is about very painful language and hurtful language. So through hurtful language, which in turn we can say is honesty, verbal honesty, you guys are gonna be able to free yourselves and start anew on this. Okay, but remember, this is going to be hard work. Just embrace that. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. It's going to require you to do a lot of hard work. Right, guys, we're going to do your 15 card reading, and I'm going to speed up the shuffle. So, King of Cups around you guys. I'm wondering if this is the person that you're talking about. This is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces male. And I'm wondering if this is the one that was just in the previous reading that we looked at, Sagittarius. But there's possibly a water sign person around you this week, or somebody who just means a lot to you. Somebody who's been quite open and loving and receptive. And I'm seeing a chat. See you guys communicating with someone here, possibly going on a date with that Two of Cups. A lot of love around that. That's very interesting. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. But this might be a fucking temporary thing. Whenever you get the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups, not good combination, because that union is temporary with that Eight. So soon after that too, it's right there after the Two of Cups. That's not good. This is a relationship that could last maybe a few weeks, or maybe 3 months at the most, but it doesn't last long. So there is someone around you, possibly water sign, but I get the impression that you'll have a chat. You might go on a date with this person. You might go and have a talk, but I think there's going to be an issue here with that Eight of Cups energy showing there. Wheel of Fortune. I get the impression that you guys are going around in circles with that Wheel of Fortune, or things are going around in circles with that Wheel of Fortune. I also feel that you're on another path here. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny and fate. The Eight of Cups is, a new path, an opportunity. And this might be that, I don't know whether this is an opportunity though to follow your destiny, Wheel of Fortune. What shows up after that? But then you've got the Ten of Coins. So maybe the Eight of Cups is an opportunity for you to follow your destiny. Long-term relationship. Some of you guys, I see you going on a date with someone here. You're dating, you're seeing someone this week. There could be a water sign. Some of you guys, this is a temporary thing. Your destiny lies in a longer-term relationship. That Wheel of Fortune is an ending of a cycle. And I think this is love. Usually in love, this Wheel of Fortune would be your destiny and your fate. It's been fulfilled. Ten of Coins. Tens of fulfillment. This is being fulfilled. I don't think that you're destined to have a long-term relationship with this person. I don't think that you are. I think it's being fulfilled with that 10. I think that you go on a date with this person for some of you guys. You might want to read that differently, but I feel that your destiny has already been fulfilled with that 10. I think you go on a date for some of you guys, but there's no opportunity here because the back is turned on the Two of Cups. Your destiny has already been fulfilled. So you've fulfilled your destiny with this person. It's done. The situation, I think, is going to be done. In terms of actual love reading, I'm getting you have a choice between two paths with the Two of Wands energy. You have a choice to do one thing or the other. Three of Cups, that came out for another sign, that did, actually. But no, I see you being at a crossroads in a partnership in love. You got options with the Seven of Cups. But you got that Five of Swords energy showing there. And Five of Swords is usually showing a lot of hurt. You've got options. There's a lot of hurt here with the Five of Swords energy. Four of Coins. And some of you guys are possibly trying to protect yourself or abstain or stay away or something like that. Because the Four of Coins, sometimes this can be holding on to a relationship. Five of Swords in a relationship reading is often about conflicts, one person getting the upper hand, arguments, really nasty words. This is about cruelty. I think that there's some cruelty with someone here. I don't think that they value you, because Four of Coins I see a small value as well. I think here that they're at a crossroads in a partnership with that Three of Cups energy here, and you're looking at other options with the Seven of Cups, because I feel that somebody has been really cruel with that Five of Swords, and I don't think that they value you that much. There's very little value in this relationship, because if you look at this little boy, he's holding 4 coins, and what he's got is very little. There's very little value. I think this person doesn't value you enough, and I think there's very little value. So in terms of love, I think we have these 10 cards here. I think there's somebody around you who you are dating, or you are probably going on a date with, for some of you guys, in the next few days. Going into next week. So call it the next 2 weeks. I'm seeing you guys going on a date with someone here, but I think it's going to be a temporary measure. I don't see this lasting long. I don't see this relationship really going anywhere. I feel with this Wheel of Fortune, you guys have already, your destiny, your karma has already been fulfilled. Because Wheel of Fortune is karma, and the 10 of any 10 is a fulfillment card. It's the cycle is at an end. So your karma with this person has already been fulfilled. You've learned the lessons you need to learn with this individual. This was a karmic partner. Okay, and you've learned those lessons now. It's done, it's dusted, it's over. At a crossroads, I think this is the same thing. This is the partnership that you're at a crossroads in. Or for some of you guys, this is different. You're at a crossroads in a partnership. You're looking at other options. There's been some cruelty, I'm afraid, in this relationship. This person doesn't really value you. Okay, or, you know, there's very little value. So this is a no-bueno relationship, no-go, I'm afraid, Saggy. Work and finance. 9 of Wands, I see you holding on in there with the 9 of Wands energy, staying at your post. But no, you're very close to ending, because 9 of Wands is to be very close to death with the death energy. You guys are very close to ending a job, or to leaving a job with that death energy showing there. The Hermit, I think that you're definitely looking into new opportunities with that Hermit energy showing here. 9 of Coins, possibly some of you guys, more money or to work for yourself with the 9 of Coins energy. But there's a lot of frustration here with the 8 of Swords. Okay, so I do feel that some of you guys are very close to leaving, very close, 9 of Wands, to leaving your positions. I think this is work. I feel that you've been looking for other work, other positions here, Saggies. Possibly some of you guys want to work from home, okay, or work for yourself, but some of you guys are feeling frustrated by that idea. Maybe you've got kids around and it's not possible, that type of thing. Let's have a quick look at what your spiritual advice is. Okay, so Universe Spirit, show me for Sagittarius, what's the spiritual advice you have for Sagittarius for the week commencing 22nd to the 28th of July 2019. Right, it's telling you to wait and ask your angels. So the universe is saying, wait, Sagittarius, and ask your angels. Okay, there's improving health is coming along as well for some of you guys here. And look for a sign. Okay. Okay, it's saying here, look for a sign. It's saying something is unlikely, because I follow the cards around until they don't make sense anymore. Okay, so Saggies, you need to wait, ask your angels. Okay, wait and ask your angels. Your health is improving, and look for a sign. Something's unlikely here. Okay, but in perfect timing. Okay, you need to, in the perfect time, you need to reconsider, because within the next few weeks, the situation will improve. Okay, we'll do that again. Wait and ask your angels. It's telling you this week. You've got improving health, and look for a sign. Something is unlikely, but in perfect timing, you need to reconsider something here, because within the next few weeks, your situation is going to be improving. Okay, that's your reading, Saggies. Love you loads. Take care. Bye-bye.